Hello everyone, this is FIFA and Faith. So for this week's video, we've decided to bring back an old friend, FIFA and Faith, all about this week's theme, which is faith.
Yeah, me and Luke, we're going to have a Volta game. That's what we're going for, four-a-side maybe?
Yeah, go on then.
A little four-a-side game. Just chatting a bit about faith, our own faith, and kind of how we live out our faith as well. Yeah. Alright, let's go. 4v4 rush. What team are you going for?
I'm not too sure. I'm trying to decide on the faith theme.
If we're going for the faith theme, I'm going to stick with my homeboys, Chelsea.
Do you know what? I'm going to go along that line, but I'm going to mix it up, and I'm having faith that England is going to win the World Cup.
Nice, I like that. That's a pretty good match off there.
So I'm going to go for England as well.
Nice, I like it, I like it. So then, Luke, you ready for it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Ready. There we go.
So then, Luke, the theme of faith, what's it all about, just to begin with?
So I'm really thinking all about faith this week, and I think it's all about having a belief in something you can't be sure is real, and I think that's what our faith is all about. Even though like there's amazing,
nice
1-0. Oh, look at that, Sancho as well, what a celebration. But yeah, I think faith is all about having that faith in something that isn't necessarily proved to be real, and sometimes it can be hard, and sometimes it can be like really difficult. I know for me it's been really difficult along my journey in faith and in life as well. Oh,
nice.
That was so close. But yeah, it's, I've enjoyed it so far, you know.
Yeah, definitely, that's fair.
Oh,
nice.
No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But yeah, what about you? What?
Yeah, so like I know exactly what you're saying. In this day and age where we kind of do have an answer for almost everything, and for the things that we don't have answers for, we're just constantly looking. So that can be quite hard, like, you know, sometimes to kind of have or
Come on.
Commit the first foul. It's tactical. It can be quite hard to sometimes, like, you know, have and maintain that faith. And I think, you know, kind of religion and faith, it requires us to ask, you know, some quite difficult questions. And so, like, maintaining that faith in the hardest of times, like, it's important, and it's hard, and it's a challenge, but I suppose that's why it is a challenge from God, you know. It isn't necessarily meant to be easy all the time. But at the end of the day, it also is something that we can kind of turn to, you know, for some hope, and which is quite nice, especially in, like, you know, the past year that we've had, looking for that hope from almost anywhere. You know, I think a lot of us need it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite important.
Yeah, and like I know I mentioned before about faith journeys and that, but I'd consider our faith journey quite similar, as in, like, we were both non-Catholics, brought up in, like, we went to Catholic primary schools and then Catholic secondary schools. So, like, how would you, like, describe your faith journey so far in life?
Yeah, so I myself, oh my gosh, that's so close.
I had to try it.
Start out from the back again, boys. Start out from the back. So I went to both Catholic primary, Catholic secondary.
Yeah.
And even though I'm not Catholic, but, you know, I have been brought up Christian, as it were. And, you know, they're not such separate entities. You know, Catholic and Christian, we have the same kind of core values and beliefs, and we are aiming for that one common goal of, like, spreading the gospel. So, you know, they're not completely separate things. And I mean, going to Catholic primary, Catholic secondary, the Briars actually was a big part of kind of my faith journey, because coming here and seeing, you know, the many kind of different ways that I hadn't really thought of, and, like, to express your faith, like singing, like dancing, like just being a good example for others, and, you know, taking that inspiration from others. It is a good way to kind of, like, to kind of show your faith and live out your faith, I suppose. Which is nice, because you know, sometimes sometimes it's hard to express your faith, I suppose. Nice. is hard to kind of express your faith, and sometimes you don't have the words to express it, and so having a place where you can so openly express what you believe in, whatever that may be, you know, in a safe place as well, is it's nice. What about you, Luke? What about your faith kind of journey?
So yeah, like being, I mean, the thing is, I know you was talking about but yeah, I know you was talking about coming up to retreat here and everything, and often what people don't see when they come up to retreat is the team's faith journey growing with them as well, and sometimes it can look like all of us here at the Briars like got our faith figured out, but we really haven't. Oh, it's half time now.
It is half time.
But we really haven't, and you know, my journey in faith has been constantly growing throughout this time at the Briars, and even when I'd consider it, one of it started back in Lords as well, when I went for the first time, like going in the baths, helping pilgrims out. You know, my faith has just been constantly growing since then, and like everyone's faith, I'm sure it's been a roller coaster, and it's had its ups and downs, but at the end of the day, like I wouldn't be where I am without my faith and without Lords as well. So then, Elise, talking faith, what's some of your like favourite ways to live out your faith in like the modern world and stuff like that, especially with coronavirus going on and everything like that now?
So yeah, I suppose coronavirus it has made it a little bit more difficult this year. I mean, like, it has by no means been a normal year at the Briars. We've obviously had to alter the way we do things by that would have been such a good goal.
Where's my players? Oh no!
Finish!
No. I don't know how I saved
it. We've obviously had to adapt to the new restrictions all the time. Kind of going into schools, we were excited to be heading back in schools over this next term as restrictions allow. But for the past term or so, we have been online, and we've had to, alter that way, I suppose. But you know, like, what's going on here then?
Happened?
What's going on?
Come on, please. Oh no. Oh, so we're back playing.
Not long to go.
Not long to go neither. 20 seconds left. No.
Finish. Yes. Come on. The comeback is on. So living out our faith kind of in lockdown, but I think the best way to do that and to live out your faith is simply just to be yourself and live by example. Live, be who exactly you were born to be. Live live out what you believe in, and things like that. I think that is the kind of the best way to do it. It's all to play for. It's sudden death. Golden goal, Luke. Golden goal.
I can't believe this.
So living out faith, just kind of like living by example. Helping others, listening to others, like just loving everyone. No matter who they are, because just because you kind of share a faith doesn't mean that like you can't share that faith with like others, and that can simply just be loving everyone. That isn't strictly just for us Catholics and Christians. Love is for everyone, and spreading that love everywhere is kind of what Jesus taught us to do.
Absolutely, and I think as well, like another great way to live out the faith is by talking to people, but also listening to people as well, because I think just by listening to people we can get to know them so much better, we can get along so much better, and it helps with I don't believe it.
That wasn't even a good goal. I'm so sorry, pal. I'm so sorry.
I just feel like I've lost the World Cup. We're going to have to play again. We're going to have to play again.
Part 2.
But part 2. Make sure you tune into our channel for more, guys. But I think talking to people as well for faith and stuff like that, and listening to people, and
talking and that, more important than ever during lockdown. We need to keep talking to each other all the time.
Absolutely. So thank you very much for watching, guys. This has been FIFA and Faith. We've hoped you enjoyed it. Please make sure you comment if you really did like it. Like for more like this as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And subscribe as well, and hit that little bell notification so you never miss an upload or a live video as well. So thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time on NDCYS.
Thanks, guys. Up the Blues. Keep on.
Can't believe it.